Alrighty, everybody. I want to go over today Breonna Taylor. We've been hearing a lot about Breonna Taylor and, say her name, say her name. She was unjustly killed by the cops. So I'm going to go through this real quick because it's a big bunch of crap. There's a bunch of lies about what has happened in this case. So first of all, CNN's out here reporting, this was all just a big miscalculation by the police. Sorry. A miscalculation by officers. They had the wrong house. She wasn't involved in anything, and this innocent girl gets killed. And her boyfriend, he thought they were breaking in, and so he shot. And then the police shot him all up, and it was just this big mess. And the cops are, out targeting black people, and that's the reason that these people, or that she's dead today. Okay, total load of crap. All right, recent information has come out, and if you look at it, there were actually warrants issued for her boyfriend, and she was on the warrant as well. So let's just, first of all, let's take a look here at some of these newly released documents. One of the first things that has been claimed is that they didn't have the right address. However, that's totally a lie, okay? Not only had her boyfriend been using her phone and had been involved in a lot of drug dealing, which they knew about, which is all in this article, which I'll link below. But he also was using her address. Here it says, detectives received Jamarcus Glover's bank records from Chase Bank. The leak report stated, on these bank statements, Jamarcus Glover, her boyfriend, used 303 Springfield Avenue, her address, as his mailing address. Glover, in addition to his 2015 drug trafficking conviction, has several pending drug and weapons cases against him, and was named on the March 13th warrant, the warrant for Breonna Taylor, that sent officers to Taylor's apartment. Taylor and a man named Adrian Walker also were named on the warrant. Okay? Now, why is it that she was named on the warrant? Well, let's take a look. First of all, it should be noted that the documents that they've released show that back in 2016, the body of Fernandez Bowman, who was the brother of one of the guys who Glover had been arrested with multiple times, was found in a car rented by Breonna Taylor. Okay, that's suspicious. Okay. In addition to that, there were transcriptions of recorded jailhouse phone calls made by Glover. Okay. Breonna was very, very likely involved in this. She had a bunch of money. Glover had told one of his baby mamas that he had called while he was in jail that she had $8,000 of his money. It says, Bree got down like 15 grand. She had the 8. I gave her the other day and she picked up another 6 grand. Okay? He said also that Bree's been handling all my money. She's been handling shiz for me because it ain't just me. Okay? So what happened in this case? Okay? What happened was that Breonna Taylor had a really bad boyfriend, and they had been involved, likely her, not 100% sure, him pretty much for sure, had been involved in drug trafficking, and that house was being used as a drug house. The cops knew this. So they issued a no-knock warrant because he had weapons charges and things like that, and they were going to raid the house, essentially. And when they did, he shot at the police. The police returned fire and ended up in that gunfight. She got hit in the crossfire and was killed. Okay? Tragic. Did she deserve to die? Of course not. But when the police are trying to execute an arrest and someone shoots at them, they are allowed to return fire. And what happened in the case of Breonna Taylor was caught in the middle of some drug trafficking, which she may or may not have been a part of. Okay, I'm not going to make that assumption, but there's a lot of evidence to suggest that she was. Now, does that mean she deserved to die? Of course not. Again, want to reiterate that. But let's not pretend that this was some case of the cops making a big mistake and just out of racial animus going and killing Breonna Taylor. So yeah, we can all say Breonna Taylor's name, but how about we actually understand what happened? There's zero evidence of racial bias in this case, and all there's evidence of is of criminality that she was caught either in the middle of or was a part of, and when someone shot at the police, her boyfriend, when they came to make the arrest, they returned fire and she got caught in the crossfire. It's a tragedy at most, okay? It's a tragic situation where she was killed, but there is absolutely nothing racial about it. So when you hear the name Breonna Taylor, you should remember that a lot of this crap that's going around is bull crap, and she's another example of it.